You know, I had a completely different video planned to make today. I was going to actually record something about the report that came out before Christmas about kidults and stuff like that. And, I'm sitting here, of course, obviously I'm wearing my Mega Man shirt because, you guys remember, I used to do a lot of live streams on my main channel where I would be playing some video game on a Sunday night, talking Transformers while playing retro games. And it was a lot of fun. But man, you want to talk about somebody who's lost his ever-loving mind? In the gaming space, it's kind of funny because, you could be, into retro games, or you could be into, a lot of, fun games or whatever, and everybody would say, oh, yeah, we're all gamers or whatever, but, but then you get a lot of these folks who have made fun of gamers for the longest time, and now it's becoming this evil thing, right? Well, somebody who at one time was quote-unquote with us, and him, along with someone else, systematically destroyed what was left of their brand. And of course, that was the meltdown of G4. But Adam Sessler, and if you ever watched X-Play back in the day, he was well known for, being big into a lot of this stuff. And he's basically destroyed any semblance of credit that he once had, and I think he might be doing it on purpose. Maybe it's a cry for help. I don't know. Let's take a look at this. I wasn't really paying attention to what was going on here, but until I actually saw this tweet from a guy I have a lot of respect for, RGT85. Love him, hate him, whatever. Here, just show you this picture. I met him back in 2018, back at Too Many Games, and he was just chill. I was talking to him for a good hour or so. In fact, it was kind of funny too, because in 2018, I was talking to him about quitting smoking, about the fact that it was back in my, teenage and college years, I was a smoker and I actually quit. And I was giving him pointers and stuff like that. And it sounds like right now he's quit. So it's kind of funny that Sean's actually kind of getting in this. And, I've met Jay, and, Melvor is a supporter of the channel from the Game Chasers and stuff like that. But you probably saw in real time, this whole tweet just kind of basically disappear right out of it. So this guy right here, Adam Sessler. And he was the host at one time. I think it was either X-Play or something on G4. And so when they brought G4 back, it was a big thing, and everybody was talking about it. And I just kind of kept quiet because I was just all right, you're trying to bring up some nostalgia when it comes down to a TV program. And right away, the first thing you hear about in their return is that they basically burned the house to the ground. They literally came back and destroyed it from within, and whatever semblance of credit that they had. And this guy's going on this whole tirade. Now, again, I don't care what your political beliefs are. I really don't. I have my own personal political beliefs. I have my own, I will say I am a Christian, and that is a fact, but that doesn't necessarily make me, part of some political party. But this guy thinks that I am, he's gone out of his way to really tear down anybody who had credit for him. So here he's just basically attacking everybody. He's attacking, RGT85. He's attacked, some other, people on Twitter. Some people who are even some people who would even support him. It's oh, what are you, 10 years old? So in other words, he's just literally almost having a meltdown right now. And it's kind of sad when you really break it down, when you sit here and you look at all of his responses, and, he says, oh, yes, I can't resist. It's who are you owning? You've got Asians folks, black folks, you have a whole bunch of different people who are, coming at you because of your crappy comments, and you're here, this person is going to call all of them the racists again. You got to use that term? Really? That goes to show you the level of psychosis of this guy. And so, Sean he really kind of burns at him, because of the way that he just goes off and insults people. And, you're sitting there and you're scratching your head and you're going, What made this guy need to do this? And like I said, I didn't need to really make a video about this myself, right? But I'm just going to scroll through some of his comments because you're looking here on Twitter and this guy's having a complete demented meltdown. And he's sitting here like they're calling him, you know, the mentally deranged one. And I have to say this, a lot of times when you see people like melting down like this, you might want to like look at their health, mental health. He's sitting here, it's crazy. How much, like, I remember I said I don't really swear on my channel, but I mean, that's why I'm not reading these. Like you said, no, I'm, you know, a fake clown ever since I made makeup, a small tricycle and got repossessed. Like, what? Like, what is wrong with him? Why would you go off and attack the people who at one time supported you? Are you bitter that G4 went underground? You know, like went under when you're the one that burned it down to begin with? You came on to the show and had the entire, like, doing a seal clap and calling anybody who plays games a name, right? Why? You know, okay, I'm going to be a little bit more blunt than usual. Let's clear things up for gamers. I'm out of games entertainment because I founded an AI company that was bought by Reddit. I'm semi-retired by choice, you juvenile F. Now excuse me while I return to the adults. So he's on Reddit. Because he founded an AI company. Interesting. So let's find out what AI company that he's founded, right? Like that was bought by Reddit. So Reddit is now going to use this AI software that he created. That's all he really cares about. He cares about money. It's all he ever really cared about to begin with. And he didn't care about the fans. You know, I've said this for a long time, and I this is why I'm looking at this. Like, this is where you have to take a step back and just like kind of like evaluate, like how do you want to like to attack people? I've been vocal myself because I'm a Transformers fan, a hardcore Transformers fan, but I don't like Michael Bay's Transformers. I don't hate Michael Bay's Transformers fans. I don't. Right? And I'm using that as an example here from somebody who's at one time called himself a gamer, now says gamers are stupid, says I was never into games, I was never into entertainment. Like, no, you've been about money, and you figured out a way to make money, and now, like, the thing that you burned down, you're now able to, like, make fun of everybody for. Interesting. So really, at this point, after this whole meltdown, people should just basically stop following the dude. Let him, you know, bleed followers and what have you, because there's nothing really left for him, you know? For myself, I mean, I look at something like this and it's like, I would never go out of my way to personally attack somebody just because they like a piece of a franchise that I don't care for. Like I said, I cannot stand Michael Bay's Transformers. I don't like Phase 4 of the MCU at all. I think Phase 4 was trash. I think the writing for the DC movies is not as good as it could be. And which is why it's like it kind of needs to hit the hard reset button. And some people, considering the horrible things that they're doing behind the scenes, it's kind of messed up that they're staying within the DC universe, and the person that all the fans really love is getting the boot. Yeah, those are things that just like that irk me. And it's where I'll stand up for the fans who are being very vocal about this stuff. And that's where I think that I kind of want to push this channel kind of in a way is like I want to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. Still want to do some Godzilla reviews. Still want to do some some movie reviews and game reviews about stuff that I enjoy on this channel. And I'll still be doing Transformers on my main channel. But what do you think about this guy going off of his rocker? Basically burning any bridge that he once had just because he thinks that it's okay to just attack people who are fans of of awesome stuff. Of course, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Be sure to thumbs up this video and subscribe. Check out my other videos as well. I got more coming down the pipeline, so stay tuned for that. And as always, until next time, till all are one.